Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, His Majesty. Listen, welcome to Up Close and Personal. Now, um, I really don't like to do a lot of commentary on like reality series and stuff like that because I really try to stay unbiased these days. Um, it's an atonement for me to change my views on some things that I feel about some people and things of that nature. So, this is a special commentary on the reality series Chasing Dallas. Um, it's a reality series that's here on YouTube. And it has a cast of members that are very, very interesting. And I'm going to do some commentary on them, so stay tuned. Yes, and viewing the new Chasing Dallas reunion part one, I'm assuming that there's going to be a part two. So, um, overall, I'm going to say at the moment that yes, I will be there for part two. Um, Now, it starts off talking about George. George is one of the new cast members in the Chasing Dallas brand. It starts off with George and Kane. Kane is from the previous season. He's a member of the previous season of season one, and they kind of got into a back and forth about Kane and his business as a stylist and as a designer. Um, and it was my opinion that for the most part George was being shady. You know, I know this type of brother. I know him. I don't want to say anything negative because really I don't feel anything negative about George. The only thing that I can say is I know who he is, uh, and it's my opinion that he will come up out of that. He's just a very strong-minded and just assertive person. That's what it seems like to me. But with that, sometimes comes arrogance. That's what he has. He has a lot of arrogance about him. And arrogance, although it's not attractive, it is a sign of intelligence, I've learned. I used to get in my feelings about arrogance, but I don't get in my feelings about arrogance anymore because I feel like with that, people come up out of that, you know, and come into themselves for the most part. And I think that George will come into himself at a different time. Right now, he was just, like he said, like they said, he was brought on the show to shake up things. And that's exactly what he did. He shook up things. Guys, you have to remember that, you know, what you see in the reality realm, I'm not saying that it's not real, but it's scripted and given to you in a way in which it can look like it's drama. When in reality it's really not that deep. So, you know, I'm just saying this. That's a disclaimer because some people really get in their feelings about these reality shows, and I do too. I'm passionate about them too, but at the same time, I've just like fallen back. So he has a lot of arrogance about him, and arrogance, although it's not attractive, it is a sign of intelligence. I've learned. I used to get in my feelings about arrogance, but I don't get in my feelings about arrogance anymore because I feel like with that, people come up out of that, you know, and come into themselves for the most part. And I think that George will come into himself at a different time. Right now, he was just, like he said, like they said, he was brought on the show to shake up things. And that's exactly what he did. He shook up things. Guys, you have to remember that, you know, what you see in the reality realm, I'm not saying that it's not real, but it's scripted and given to you in a way in which it can look like it's drama. When in reality it's really not that deep. So, you know, I'm just saying this. That's a disclaimer because some people really get in their feelings about these reality shows, and I do too. I'm passionate about them too, but at the same time, I've just like fallen back. me just say this, Reese G, I feel so bad because he looks so great. I mean, that outfit, he's giving you very Judy Jetson realness. Very that. He's giving you very Judy Jetson realness, and he looks good. I love the way Reese G. See, Reese G is kind of like me. Um, they categorize it as non-binary um, because we don't identify with either being gay or I don't identify with that. You know, I just say I'm who I am, and that's it. And that's how I could be wrong, but that's how I've always taken Reese G. Now although I thought he was very messy last season, I get it. I get it. I've seen a lot of growth in him. I have to say I have seen a lot of growth. I have to say I have seen a lot of growth in him this season. I'm very, very proud of Reese G. I'm proud of his growth. He's not even carrying himself the way he was on the first season, and that's a compliment because he has shown a lot of maturity this season. Although he has some ways to go, I like where his head is. He's business minded. Only thing I could say about Reese G is, as far as the other people are concerned, they really think that he should stop putting up a front, making it seem like he has a whole lot. But guys, at the end of the day, what really does it matter? You all look great. All of you guys look good. All of you guys got what you got going on. So to say somebody's broke uh, is kind of, listen, you don't know what's in my pocket. You don't know what's in my pocket. And that's basically what I feel about Reese G, but sometimes I feel like he puts on a front and you can't see the real him. And the real him is like, I like Reese G. I like this Reese G. And like I said, he looks great. And I love the way, I love his versatility because I'm like that too. I'm very versatile when it comes to looks and fashion and things like that. And I love Reese G's fashion. I also love King's fashion. I was on one of his lives on Instagram. And if you ever see this King, I would love to work. I would love to collab with you on a line. I love King's vision. I get his vision. I get it. I get it. Um, let's talk about the safety pins. Listen, guys, as a designer, and when you're a designer, you're an artist, and sometimes you see things in your head. I know this is for me. I see certain things in my head. I have a vision in my head, and you know, at the time, I think that King was really that was the vision that projected out of his head with the safety pins. And King Kane, I'm very glad that he's proud of that and understands that some people just don't get it. You just have to understand that some people just don't get it. They don't get, why all the safety pins and so on. They don't see your vision that's inside your head. I'm the same way. Uh, I love his androgynism because I'm androgynous like that too. Sometimes you'll see me in I'll wear a long robe or I'll wear a lace top, something like that. And that's what I love about his style. Him and Reese G. I love the versatility of just going from one thing to the other. And that's why I don't like labels. I don't like trans. I don't like labels. I just don't. I've completely cut him out my life. Now, if you want me to respectfully call you he or she or something like that, I'm going to be respectful of that. But I just don't believe in all that. I just believe that we are who we are, and it doesn't matter. That title doesn't matter. My name matters more than a title, I guess I'm saying. But I like Reese G. I love it. Everyone looks good. Markel looks good. Markel really looks good too. And Ariel is beautiful. Oh, Ariel, I know I know your twin. As a woman, I feel for you. As a woman, I feel for you. Um, and Yes, she's absolutely right. Listen, guys, y'all don't know what it's like to go through. I have a gay daughter, and y'all don't know what it's like to be trans. You really don't know what it's like to be trans. And I don't know what it's like to be trans, but I respect it. It takes, I respect it to the point where, listen, if you are trans and you just get up and put your makeup on, I respect you for that. It takes a lot of, it takes a lot to come out as yourself like that and be ridiculed and be beaten and be killed. Listen, the struggle is the same. I have friends that have been gay bashed. I've been gay bashed before. I have friends that have been killed. I have one friend that was thrown off a roof. So I get it. I get the bashing. But y'all have to understand, and this is both LGBTQ and heterosexuals. You have to understand it's not easy being trans. It's not easy. And y'all make it harder. You people that are against them, you make it harder for them. You make it harder for them. And mothers and fathers, you know how I feel about that. Turning your back on your children. And see, I get when Ariel said, my father is dead to me. I get it. I get it. I understand exactly where you're coming from. Guys, being yourself, taking risk and being yourself, it has its consequences. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself: is it worth you going through that? And yes, the answer is always yes. Like, yeah. I've been asked if you had a choice, like if you had a choice whether or not to be who you are or just change it and be like everybody else, would you do it? That's a tough question for me. It is. It's a really tough question for me. I don't know how to answer that question. But I say it takes a lot of guts for trans people to come out into this cruel world and be ridiculed and teased and beaten and killed. And Ariel, I felt everything for you. I felt so bad. Oh God, I felt so bad for her. I did, because that's one of her own. That's one of your own. And when something like that happens, you say that could have been me. Listen. I can only speak for myself. That has a lot of layers. It really does. It has a lot of layers. The first part one is really, really good so far. Okay, and I'm back. This is a review on the Chasing Dallas reunion hosted by Imani Van Zap, Season 2, Episode 15. And this is my final recap on the reunion. First of all, let me just say this in closing. The set was beautiful. It was amazing. I loved this. Was the best looking reunion that I've seen. It really is. I mean, this is the best one. Kudos to Ricci G and his production team for the whole entire season 2 was very, very interesting. There were a lot of interesting people on here. And guys, like I said, this is reality TV. So with reality TV, if there's no drama, there's no show. And, you know, it appears to me that most of the people that have an issue are coming at production for the way in which they projected things. They put things out on the screen. And they're really coming for Ricci G because, of course, he's the executive producer of the show, I believe. He is, right? He's the executive producer. And so, you know, everybody's coming at him, like I said. Heavy is the head. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Because you want to please everybody, and I get what Ricci G is saying. You want to please everybody. You want everybody on the cast to be happy, and you want them to be comfortable, and, you know, it's just something else. And then, you know, the objective, the thing that I don't like about this season was the objective was for everybody to come together and network together and have fun. And that just didn't happen because pettiness got in the way, from what I see. A lot of pettiness got in the way. A lot of he say, she say, just a lot of being petty about, you know, things that were said just got in the way of this cast becoming possibly close. There's a lot of things that need to happen. Like, of course, like I said, Markel and Ricci G really need to ponder over their friendship. They really need to have a conversation, and that's really that. Trey West, you are very disrespectful. That's really what I have to say. But I get, and I get what he's trying to say. He just wants to be respected not only as a designer and an artist, he wants to be respected as a person. I get that, but that's not the way. This is not the way to do it. It's not. It's not. People are not going to get what you're saying, yelling and screaming and calling names and all that, and reading and all that stuff. Then you're not. It's not going to get anywhere. You will never get your respect like that. The way you get your respect is through your work and through the work that you do. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow for you as a young brother, but I really honestly want you to win. I really do. I love your aesthetic. I love your designs. I really want you to win. You have this flair, this vision. But it looks ugly. It looks ugly, and it's all over your brand. Yeah, you need to really change the way in which you exchange words with people, because what you're doing is just not. It's not cool. It's not cool. And Dior, you really should tell your child that. You know that. You know, Dior, you're a very quiet, reserved person, it seems like. But I know when it's time to handle business, you handle business. That's it. And that's what you should be teaching your children if you are a gay father. You should be teaching your children that. Trey Womack. Let me say this about Trey Womack. Trey Womack is a snack. I don't care. Y'all can get mad. Y'all get mad, get glad, scratch your ass. Trey Womack is a snack. He is well, I'm older, so to me, he's a snack. You know, he's a snack. And I like his personality. I think that I like his swagger. I guess you can say I like his swagger. And I know he can get wild, and I know he can fight and stuff like that, because what my husband Joseph tells me is he be fighting. Trey, you be fighting, for what my husband tells me on Instagram. That, yo, you got to get rid of that spirit, or you going to end up in jail, or worse. You got to get rid of that spirit, that fighting spirit. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Y'all guys, it's never necessary to fight. It's not. It's never necessary to fight. Remember that. But all in all, this season reunion was really great and interesting. There's going to be a part 2, and I'm here for it. So I can't wait for Thursday so I can review that, and I'll review that with you guys again. I'm sorry that I did not put the Car Conversations video out, but I'm going to put that out. It's coming up next, so enjoy it. It's going to be a short Car Conversations. We took a trip to Utica, New. But yes, follow us on all social media platforms. Thank you for all of your support. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed Q&A yesterday with us. And just hang on. There's more to come. The best is yet to come. And guys, if you're looking for, we do motivational speaking, and we are wedding officiants. If you are looking for us to host a special event for you or anything of that nature, of course we would have to be in the safe. We would have to be safe about doing it. Please don't hesitate to contact us. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to sign off. Always remember to walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. And remember that it's Team McRae all damn day. Peace. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, you know. It really is. It's really heavy.